done. Intro. It's intro time. Shush. Everyone shut up. All right, we got one last story. Got a few more minutes to cover. The last story I want to talk about is about Rings of Power. Rings of Power, realistically, is probably a show we should be talking about more on this channel. It's just so painful. It hurts so much.
No one cares about it.
Well, so again, you have the showrunners. You have
You're the
Amazon
one that
Prime.
watched season 1. You talk about it.
Rings of Power.
Fairy.
So Council of the Rings is a channel that we've communicated with on this channel before, and he made it to season 2, episode 6.
Yeah, that's what's out right now. Episode 6.
He posted on Twitter that he's done. He's like, I've made it as far as I
he'll
can.
watch it. He'll watch the next 2.
I mean, I hope so. Someone needs to take the bullet. It might as well be him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I made it through Halo, and I made it through Halo season 1. Oh, that sucked. And then Rings of Power, I couldn't.
People are saying that this show is the most egregious ass fuckery to lore that a show has ever done. And Willow came out and was erased from Disney platform.
I mean, Council of the Rings did a video where he's like listing all of the things that are wrong. He just keeps running. It's a pretty long video if I remember correctly. It came out.
It's like
for
playing
season 1.
Shadow of Mordor / War.
At least that was fun mechanically. It was really fun. Also, the Nemesis
and they were basically like, this has really nothing to do.
They were honest about it. Yeah, they were very honest about it. They were like, Talion isn't the character that exists. These are not names.
Talion becomes a fucking wraith.
Yeah, that isn't even makes sense.
No, doesn't.
So
they're like, fuck it.
Rings of Power. They're shipping every character. It's looking like they're gonna make that Harfoot girl like the founder of the Shire. Tom Bombadil is like talking about death and shit.
What is the obsession with knowing where shit
comes from?
Yeah, you got the creation of Mordor in this show. Maybe the fucking Shire. You see where Gandalf comes from. It's always this prequel bullshit. Like in Han Solo, he goes to a checkpoint. It's like, what's your name? Han.
Yeah.
What's your last name? Or who are you people? I think he says.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't have any people. And the dude's like, Solo. And we're supposed to clap fucking cheer seals and shit.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of this. Oh, this is where this thing comes from.
Well,
do you want to know how he got his blaster?
Child Galadriel in the first episode of Rings of Power was just annoying as shit. Everything about Rings of Power that I was able to suffer through was so painful because I was watching this at the same time I was reading the Silmarillion and all the original and some of the original old books, and so I couldn't I couldn't even attempt a second age story hearing what I was fucking hearing in Rings of Power. It was so painful to absorb. So,
well, is he even the second age, or is it a week that takes place in the second age?
No,
because the time scaling in the show is fucked.
It is. It's a second age story.
Shit's supposed to take place over 500 years, and it happens the next day.
Yeah, it's a second age story. I don't really know the pacing because, like I said, I didn't make it to season 2. But all in all, what really matters is the fact
you got time to catch up.
God, no. Don't do that to me. Don't make me do it.
You're going to do it. What else you got to do? You can't use your arm.
I'm going to finish. Fuck. You crippled bitch. You crippled. Screw you, Wendy, you crippled bitch.
You fucking crippled bitch.
But the thing about Rings of Power that's so egregious is their response to the audience and the fans of Tolkien. They brought on the super fans when they were originally promoting the show.
Which is hilarious because, all right, so they brought on super fans to, just promote the show. It's like, oh my god, this thing's so fucking amazing.
Yep.
And you can actually watch these quote-unquote super fans, live streams after, A Rings of Power is coming out in season 1 and House of the Dragon same time.
I loved that.
And they're just we're watching House of the Dragon right now. We might get around to Rings of Power. It's dude, you were paid to promote that show and you're not even watching it.
Well, you had, in addition to the super fans, they also had a dozen or so, maybe it was less, but it was a good amount of Tolkien YouTubers, just content creators who only talk about the history of Middle Earth, the lore, all these different concepts that Tolkien wrote about in his notes, the appendices. And they brought them out to London to watch the private screening.
Why would they do that? Shoot themselves in the foot?
Well, the thing is that all of these Amazon actually did themselves a huge favor with that, because at the low price of a single non-disclosure agreement, all of them were required to say that nothing bad about this show.
Just need a little signature.
I just need you to sign right here. You get a free trip to London, some exclusive gear, and you're not going to be allowed to say anything you want. Oh, it was cheap. Yeah. It was one trip to Europe.
A couple hours of some Lord of the Rings-ish stuff.
I was
popcorn.
Actually pissed off because one of my favorite Tolkien YouTubers was Nerd of the Rings. I'm gonna name drop. Nerd of the Rings is still shilling for that show. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck his stupid channel. Fuck everything.
Nerd of the Rings.
Oh, I mean, like he made good quality content, but like Council of the Rings is one of the only Tolkien YouTubers I've seen that is actually calling out the show for the bullshit and actually trying to make like good, like quality content that is like an alternative even. Like he's telling his own second age story. Meanwhile, Nerd of the Rings literally is talking about how Black Legolas is the best thing he's seen in the show.
Don Lemonless.
Don Lemonless? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? Why Don Lemon? Kanye Westaless.
Blame Gary.
Fucking Gary. God damn it. Gonna put you in prison for that one.
Yeah, no, it's like, and then you got like people trying to cancel other channels and like get rid of them completely over the fucking Acolyte too at the same time.
Yeah. Star Wars, everything. Yeah.
It's like it's one of the most like agreeable fucking people on YouTube. Star Wars Theory is getting attacked left and right. It's like, dude, he is like the most like chill, agreeable guy that's like whatever. This is back before the Acolyte when they first started Stargrift with Mahler, and then Ryan came on, and then Critical Drinker also came on. All three of those guys hate everything Disney Star Wars. And Star Wars Theory was liking some of like Mandalorian.
So he's like our Slim. It's like how our Slim likes a lot of like Disney Star Wars or Disney stuff.
He just likes Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I just like it in general.
Yeah, it's like your favorite shit.
But it's like they'd voice their criticisms and whatnot, and they would take it, and he'd still be optimistic about it, and
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And then the Acolyte comes out, and he fucking hates it. And then all of a sudden, he's persona non grata, fucking eliminate him.
Yeah.
It's like, dude is just fucking chill as shit. And it's like, all right, he doesn't like the show. Fuck him.
All right.
It's the same shit with like Lord of the Rings and like all the like subreddits you got and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where it's like the shilling for big corporate companies is mind blowing to me. It's like I have to protect Disney. I have to protect Amazon because
they're going broke.
They made a woke show. Cool. Do you want to save the slaves?
Yeah.
Then make it.
Oh yeah. I was like, do you want to? Your comment was about Mulan.
Yeah, it was out of context, but it was going back to like that Ricky Gervais Golden Globe speech or whatever. And it's like they're all fucking horrible companies.
Yep.
It's like you have to shill for them.
Oh, because he was talking about Apple making a streaming platform, and you guys would all sign on, like you all called your agents. And
no, ISIS.
If ISIS made a streaming platform, you'd all call your agents. Yep.
It's like you know how you get your lithium for your fucking phones and whatnot. So stop trying to take the moral fucking high ground.
Yeah.
So annoying.
There's one last story that we were going to cover.
Another one.
Even in the thumbnail, we were going to talk about the Penguin, but we're over.
People say it's good in the end.
Yeah, we did it. We covered it. Slim, questions, thoughts on the Penguin?
It looks good.
It does, doesn't it? I would have liked to see Robert Pattinson in the show, but I honestly don't know that this is one that's going to get to the front of my watch list. I like Colin Farrell a lot. I think he's an amazing actor. He's in my top 30.
That's good.
That's good.
That's got to be an ongoing thing. Anytime we talk about
like 30 is just
top 30.
30 is just enough famous people to be completely irrelevant as a number.